105 days into the sideways equilibrium, and once again are we seeing clues to potentially outline the future here for Bitcoin. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin, and sheesh, ladies and gentlemen, has this sideways consolidation been nothing but a mess? But right now I'm seeing that there may be potential signs here for the bulls in some cases and for the bears in others. As a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell. And let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, here we are on the 1 day time frame. I did outline this for you guys on the stream several days ago, and what I was showing here is that we are currently 105 days now into this sideways chop since our initial capitulation leg down from the 6,000 area. And we have traded the majority of this time in one single zone, and that zone is outlined here in the green, ladies and gentlemen. And what we are seeing is that the majority of this choppy range has traded within a very, very tight price range, which is right now, considering today's action, at just under 6%. We'll say 6% to keep it even, right? So let's really dive into what's happened in here, guys. Let's delete these out of here so we can see what's going on, and let's discuss. So currently, we did have that fake out up, which I will outline here, fake out up, fake out back down. This did seem promising that we could retest even all the way back down into this area. We did not. It was another fake out. The bots just doing their thing once again. Once again, have the liquidation bots been reaping the rewards of over-leveraged traders, degenerates, putting crazy amounts of leverage on trades and getting absolutely ransacked by these bots. These are the Barts, ladies and gentlemen. Bart is out and he's vicious right now. What we're seeing right now is just a classic retest of old resistance, tentative failure right now, double topping out at the old resistance line here, which was old support, turning into new resistance, classic technical analysis. And right now, if Bitcoin fails to hold this trend line here, right, which is now old resistance, broken, must hold as new support. This trend line is at about 38.30 here on the Coinbase chart. If Bitcoin drops back down below this line and back below this area of consolidation, let's just take an average here, and we'll say this yellow trend line is about 37.75. Ladies and gentlemen, we could in fact be due for a large move to the downside. But let's take a look here from a bullish perspective, all right? The price right now, let's actually see. I believe that we can see this better here. We'll stay on here for now. The price right now, ladies and gentlemen, is being held in this zone. This is where Bitcoin has wanted to be for the better part of 105 days after this capitulation down. Now, what does this mean when we look at this, right? Now, we also have to give credit where credit is due. Bitcoin has been maintaining higher lows, right? Higher lows are, in theory, a bullish pattern, right? We can't discredit that. That surely is there. I know all the moon boys, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Curry, well, you just don't understand. You see, Listen up, James. Listen up, Joe. I'm looking at this with a realistic perspective. I see here that not once, not twice, but 3 times have we created what now is a higher low. But although we are maintaining this level here, where the bulls are defending and want to be trading, there is a lack of volume. We'll go out to the daily. There is clearly a lack of volume at the levels we are at now compared to when we are getting our legs up and legs down. We are seeing the large moves occur very, very quickly. We are not seeing sustained volume on a daily basis. And even if there is the volume, we're not seeing the price action keep up with the volume, which leads me to believe that a lot of the volume that we're seeing averaged in here on CoinMarketCap is from some exchanges that may not be correctly reporting their volumes, right? That's the most kind way I can say this, right? The average here on the volume, guys, is a ton of exchanges, hundreds and hundreds of exchanges, right? So the thing is that many of them may not actually be reporting correctly. We'll leave it at that, all right? So the thing is when I'm looking at the volume, if we see large volume and large price action, that to me is the indication that the market is healthy. For me right now, ladies and gentlemen, I see a lot of very bullish traders across social media. They're giving me all of it, ladies and gentlemen, but we all know, if you are subscribed here, you know by now, these moon boys have a moon for a brain, ladies and gentlemen. A moon for a brain. A brain, ladies and gentlemen, do these moon boys have. And right now, what I see here on the 1-day time frame is a retest of old support becoming new resistance with a doji on the 1 day, which is generally a topping out pattern. For me, the volume is not there. And at this point in time, I do still see more bearish potential than I do bullish. If we are, in fact, going to test up from a bullish perspective, if the bulls are, in fact, going to defy the odds and break that bearish momentum, what we'll need to see here, ladies and gentlemen, is that volume come in, and we need to get above the previous high. If this previous high cannot be broken right here and we get rejected again, I think that could be the nail in the coffin here for this macro trend that's been really a sideways consolidation, and I believe may lead us to one of the largest moves of the year. Now, I'd like to move over to the BLX, which is the averaged chart that combines a ton of different exchange data together to really paint a nice long-term picture for us all. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. Corey, the crypto crackhead, itching his neck today, watching Bitcoin go up on a little itty-bitty fake out. Don't get caught up, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get caught up in the Moonboy Garbaggio, because what I'm about to show you right now is not so promising from a bullish perspective, all right? And that's why I also really enjoy looking at the macro trend more than just the little day trade, intraday timeframes that so many traders, ladies and gentlemen, so many degenerates get caught up trading, risking their whole account balance, trading on 100x leverage, Kirby, and get absolutely wrecked. Do not be taking that trip to Wrecked City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler, ladies and gentlemen. There is no need to be getting wrecked in this market. Don Carbonaccio has been crushing this market for 14 months on end. The bear market has been nothing but prosperous. I have been keeping my VIPs up to date with every single trade I make in absolute real time. Let's get this crypto. I will keep you updated in absolute real time with every entry, exit, trade, target, etc. that I have. I will see you in VIP. Shout out to my VIPs. Now, here on the 1 week time frame, this red box that I have up here is the uppermost resistance level of what could be an ascending triangle pattern formation, which per classical technical analysis theory is in fact a bullish pattern. But I am having some issues here, ladies and gentlemen. What I'd like to point out is that we are creating still lower highs, which is intrinsically bearish. And two, this to me, ladies and gentlemen, looks like a classic rising wedge here on the weekly, getting rejected with a mega bear wick down, trying, and now once again, getting topped out here at just below 4,000 in a classic textbook looking rising wedge, which is generally a bearish continuation pattern. Now, if this does break to the downside, what am I looking for here? I am looking for a weekly candle body close underneath not only this wedge, which would be confirmation number 1, but 2 would be a break underneath this line of support right at the bottom of this box here, which would be just, let's actually get this perfect. This for me on the BLX would be a candle body close below 3670. If we can candle body close below 3670, it would not surprise me in the least to see Bitcoin try and test this upward sloping support line here at about 3520. But now I also want to flip on the 200-week moving average, ladies and gentlemen, because we know the Moon Boys, this has been the holy grail. But the 200-week moving average, Kirby, the 200-week moving average. Now I understand that this chart and this indicator certainly has a lot of merit to it. Now, we did see it act as a fine support here, the first test, with a crazy, beautiful bounce up, reaction rally, bounce down, reaction rally again, and now we may be looking to test it again on this ride down. It is also very possible that by the time that we do actually go to test this line, that they may actually be pretty lined up. Maybe not perfectly, but very close in relationship to one another. Now, here's the kicker, ladies and gentlemen. If we drop out of this rising wedge and break the 200-week moving average, I think we can kiss it goodbye. Tell grandma, grandpapa, the kids, Uncle Moonboy Montgomery, whoever's in your vicinity, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we may see the largest move of the year. And the thing for me right now, guys, is that we all know I see so many more bearish indicators here. Look at the death cross, guys, on the weekly up there. Those moving averages, right? Everyone only wants to talk about the 200. What about these? What about the 50 and the 100 that death crossed? What about those, right? What about the rising wedge? What about no higher highs? What about the fall off in volume? What about all that? It's not good to get tunnel vision and only look at one thing. That is a fallacy of the Moon Boys, right? Moon Boy fallacy number 1. Only tunnel visioning into what you want to see. And what do they want to see, ladies and gentlemen? Everything else looks very bad, but there's one thing that looks good. So let's just talk about that. Kirby, you see that? You see that? I'm not into that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm into keeping it absolutely realistic 100% of the time. If I thought this was bullish, I would be playing it as a bull. For me, as it stands currently, trading underneath this red line of resistance, this red box of resistance, I'm still very bearish here. It'll be very difficult for me to get bullish unless we flush through this box, candle body close above here, above that white line at about 4,200 roughly, consolidate within here, and then break above the orange line. If we break above the orange line, it would not surprise me in the least to retest 6,000. Do I think that that's probable? Absolutely not where we are right now, but that is my only opinion. I mean, confirmations allow me to trade this, right, guys? If that's what's happening, I'm going to be trading it as a bull, right? I don't just take a stance and then, that's it. If it goes up there, well, I do nothing. if the confirmations suggest to me it's bullish and we could run to 6K, I'm going to take a bullish trade for the potential run to 6K. If we fall out of the falling wedge, drop below my confirmation lines, drop below the 200 weekly moving average, you best believe Don Carbonaccio is going to be swimming laps in a pool full of Moon Boy tears as I continue to get this crypto, crush this market like a tin can. Everybody must understand, one of the worst and most problematic fallacies that traders can have is only wanting to see what they want to see. And that is what I hope gets across to everybody here on the stream today. You're going to see the 200-week moving average thrown around and spoken about as the holy grail. That it cannot be broken, Kirby. It has never been broken in the history of Bitcoin. Well, there's always a first for everything, right, ladies and gentlemen? There is always a first for everything. And you best believe that not only human traders like myself will be trading this aggressively if it does in fact occur, but just think about those algorithms, ladies and gentlemen, the bots. Those algorithms are going to have an absolute field day if this thing drops below the 200 weekly moving average. And for those that are not positioned already, if you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail, right? Those that are not positioned accordingly will likely miss whatever move occurs because those bots are going to trigger at lightning speed, front run your orders, get that crypto, while James at the water cooler gets left behind sipping H2O out of a cone-shaped cup. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that we all are on the same page here. That I see a large move. I say it all the time, and it couldn't be more matter of fact than it is right now. For me, guys, the largest move of the year is still upon us. We've seen this sideways chop is now in a 3-month trend. This sideways chop up here in the 6,000 range. Let's take our date range tool, all right? We'll start it right here after the big drop. This was about 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We're just over. This was 98 days before the plunge. Right now, where do we stand down here? Go from the week after the plunge. We are currently at, I think it was 105. Oh, yeah, because the BLX doesn't upgrade. Well, I believe that it's actually 105 days to the T. But wow, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. That is a coincidence. I did not even look at this before the stream. We are at the exact same consolidation point after a large fall as we were at 6,000. That is where we currently stand right now at this very moment. And that is when we had our large, heinous, flush move to the downside for nearly 50%. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe the boiling point is here. I believe that we're seeing patterns in the chart right now suggesting we could see further downside. Although, you guys know, as I stated earlier, if the confirmations do come in for a bullish trade, I will be trading bullish as well. But for right now, I see for me that the move to the downside does look more prominent and probable on the macro perspective than the bullish one does for me. Either way, right now, I believe this is the make or break moment, not really for Bitcoin, but for many traders in this space. I believe this move is going to be the one that is either going to put people in a position they've never been in before in terms of prosperity and life-changing trading opportunity, reaping the rewards, or I believe they're going to get absolutely wrecked, annihilated, and really flushed out of the market. There's two types of traders in here, ladies and gentlemen. Those that get crushed and those that do the crushing. I prefer to be the one that does the crushing. And I will keep you updated with all of my trades, entries, exits, plans, setups, strategies in absolute real time to the second in VIP. I post all of my exclusive trade alerts for you in VIP. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's going to wrap it up for me here today. If you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I will keep you updated with my trades here in VIP. My battle helmet is on, the mud boots, the trench coat, because it's time to get this crypto. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. It's time to crush this market, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you in VIP right now. I will keep you updated with my trade alerts in VIP to the exact second in real time. Let's get this crypto. I will see you there right now. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.